Hi, Chris Stout here. Welcome back to the channel. This is going to be a little bit of a different video. It's actually an introduction. The parts that I put on are already on, but I have this video, well, the balance of it will be focusing on my installation of this titanium cover. There's a companion piece that also talks about replacing the original plastic that was here with this carbon fiber piece. I did it on both sides, so taking that piece off, the plastic original that was in this area, made a lot of sense to simultaneously then put this piece on. So what follows will be sort of a combination of that, but there's also a more specific standalone companion video that I'll have links in the notes below on the removal of the original plastic and the putting in of this carbon fiber piece. I hope you enjoy them. So I was able, after very carefully, not wanting to cut myself or nick the paint, get the one zip tie off of here. So the wire right now is not reattached yet, but I've just got it kind of out of the way back here. Unfortunately, the way that this is put in, I don't think I'm going to be able to, I'd hope to be able to take this whole thing off and run it back through, but I can't. So I'm going to have to figure out, maybe I can do some scooching around or something to get this out of the way, because I'm pretty sure it's going to be right in the way of this connecting. The other thing, I don't know if I make one or two videos of this, but I also, now that this is off and available, I also got these covers, titanium covers to go over that, which I think will give a really interesting look to it. Get rid of some of all the dark and black here going with the, and I think it'll complement nicely with the carbon fiber. So I'm going to try fitting that, and we'll see what that looks like. But since this is off already, I think it might make life easier to try and install those as well too. So as far as those go with installation, they're very light and just should kind of fit on there. So I'm going to monkey with it a little bit and then let you know how that goes. Well, as this series is called, Minor Upgrades, Few Tools, and No Experience, this went on really surprisingly well. I hate to take it off. We've got another one to do, so I don't know if I can do it one-handed and show you. But it's very pliable, the hose that was underneath there. I think this will, not that it needed a lot of protection, but I think it'll give it a lot more protection. And it just really kind of adds a little bit of a more radical look to things. So I think it'll give a much more open feel. I like the carbon fiber. I think they play well nicely together. Now if I can figure out what to do with my wires, we'll be in good shape. Well, that was not a whole lot of tools. Torx wrench to get these guys on, but good Lord, I'm gonna have to rename the show to a lot of finessing. I've got my plug-in for my trickle charger hidden back here. It's right there. Maybe a little hard to see, certainly from anyone casually walking by. The piece is in. I think it looks really nice. I'll do a walk around once I get the other piece in, other side in. This, again, I think looks really nice together. Here's my solution for the wire. I just kind of ran it down with as much slack as I could kind of possibly pull out of it. I hope I didn't disconnect anything. But all in all, I think it's kind of working here. I like it like up close like this, and I think it'll look good both sides, and I'm going to start working on the other side next. Okay, here we are on the left side. So I used my little cheat of this with the Torx screw. So this was the screw that was right back in there near the battery. So that's the only screw that holds this. The others are just kind of clips. So it really makes it easy, much less scary to take it out. So again, sorry to lose the little Easter egg there, but I think it's a reasonable trade-off to be able to get this on. And I won't have all the wires and whatnots, hopefully, that were such a pain on the other side. I do see, I think that maybe that's a brake line, so I hope that won't be problematic. But again, just to show you this for the fit of it, I think you have an option of either this way or this way. And I'll monkey with that and put that on next, but then I really can't do it with one hand very well, but this really squishes, obviously, until it gets to the ends. But in the middle, it's very squishy where it pinches the most. You can kind of see that curve that way, perhaps. So it's a zero tool installation, but you really do need to take this off. Even if you put it back on, you'd need to take it off to put that on if you're not replacing with the carbon fiber like we are. So we'll take a look at what it looks like next. Well, that took a little longer than what I was expecting. You never can tell. Just with the finessing, the right side, I tell you, was a lot trickier with the wires and whatnots than the left side, so maybe it was good to do it first and learn to, once you've done one side, you learn to some of the tricks for the other side. But I am really very happy with this look. I don't know if the camera does it justice, but I'm really happy. It brings a little less black, a little more contrast, which is what I like. I know a lot of people like just all black engines or whatnots or black pipes or whatever, but I like getting rid of the plastic that was all here. The carbon fiber, I think, it also adds a little sheen to it. Maybe, I don't know if they have a carbon fiber piece for that. I have to look for that next. But anyway, happy with how this has turned out. I'm gonna start it up and make sure, not on the video, but just to make sure that there's no vibrations and nothing rubbing. I don't think there should be, because the engine is mounted to this part of the frame, but of course there's always going to be vibration, especially with a Boxster. There's always that little torque when you first start even. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. It was just this is quite the project, but happy with the results. And if you're interested, I've got the parts and where I source them, so you can too. And now you know how to do the installation, what you'd be getting yourself into. Really, again, not a whole lot of tools. This one, a lot of finesse. I'm really happy with the result. Ride safe.